Daniel, we need to talk about this wedding. I can't believe you're actually going through with it.
Mom, please, not this again. Sarah is the love of my life.
The love of your life? Do you have any idea who her father is? What he did to our family?
That was 20 years ago. Sarah isn't responsible for her father's actions.
20 years doesn't erase what happened. Your father lost everything because of Richard Morgan. Everything.
I know the history, Mom, but Sarah and I aren't our parents. We're building our own future.
You're being naive, Daniel. The Morgans destroyed us. They took our business, our home, our dignity.
And holding on to that hatred has poisoned you ever since. I won't let it poison my happiness, too.
This isn't about hatred. It's about loyalty to your own family.
My family will include Sarah in 3 weeks, whether you accept it or not.
You're making the biggest mistake of your life.
The biggest mistake would be letting your bitterness decide my future.
I just don't want to see you hurt the way we were hurt.
Then trust me, Mom. Trust that I know what I'm doing.
Trust is something the Morgans don't deserve.
Sarah does, and if you can't see that, you might not be at the wedding at all.
You would really exclude your own mother?
I don't want to, but I won't let anyone ruin the happiest day of my life.
Fine, I'll be there, but don't expect me to smile about it.
Being there is enough, for now.
Dad, I need to tell you something important. Daniel and I are getting married.
Daniel who? Do I know this young man?
Daniel Thompson. We've been together for 2 years now.
Thompson, as in Margaret Thompson's son?
Yes, I know there's history between you two, but that shouldn't matter.
Shouldn't matter? Sarah, that woman has blamed me for her failures for decades.
What really happened back then? You've never told me the full story.
Business happened. Her husband made poor decisions. I simply capitalized on opportunities.
Daniel says you deliberately sabotaged their company. Is that true?
Business isn't personal, Sarah. It's about survival and success.
That sounds like an admission. Did you really destroy them on purpose?
I did what was necessary to protect our interests. I won't apologize for being good at what I do.
But they lost everything. Their home, their savings, everything.
And we thrived. That's how the world works.
I can't believe you're so cold about this. These are real people with real lives.
Real people who would have done the same to us if positions were reversed.
Daniel isn't like that. He's kind, generous, nothing like what you're describing.
He's Margaret's son. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I'm your daughter, and I'm nothing like you. Maybe people can be different.
This marriage is a mistake, Sarah. I forbid it.
I'm 28 years old, Dad. You can't forbid anything.
Then don't expect my blessing or my presence at this wedding.
I was hoping you'd walk me down the aisle. Be happy for me.
I can't support something that will inevitably end in disaster.
Dude, are you absolutely sure about this? Marrying into the Morgan family? Jake, I've never been more sure of anything in my entire life. But your mom is devastated. I saw her last week. She looked terrible. She'll come around eventually. She has to. What if she doesn't? Are you prepared to lose your relationship with her? It won't come to that. She said she'll be at the wedding. Being there and supporting you are two completely different things, man. I know, but Sarah is worth fighting for, worth any sacrifice. Even your own mother? That's a heavy price to pay. My mother is asking me to give up the woman I love. That's the real heavy price. Have you considered that maybe everyone's concerns are valid? There's a lot of bad blood here. The bad blood is between our parents, not between Sarah and me. But family dynamics affect everything. You know that. Which is why we're determined to create new dynamics, break the cycle. That's idealistic, Daniel. Reality is usually messier than that. Maybe, but some things are worth the mess. What does Sarah's father think about all this? He's refusing to come to the wedding, won't even meet me. So both parents are against it. Doesn't that tell you something? It tells me that old grudges die hard, but we're not old grudges. I hope you're right, brother. I really do. You'll be there, right? I need my best man standing beside me. Of course, someone has to make sure you don't back out at the altar.
Mrs. Thompson, thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
I'm only here because Daniel begged me to give you a chance.
I understand this is difficult for you. The history between our families is complicated.
Complicated? That's a polite way to describe what your father did to us.
I was 8 years old when whatever happened took place. I had no control over it.
But you benefit from it every day. Your privileged life was built on our ruins.
I didn't choose my father or his business practices, just like Daniel didn't choose yours.
Don't compare your father to me. I never deliberately hurt anyone.
I'm not defending what he did. I'm asking you to see me as an individual, not as his daughter.
That's impossible. Every time I look at you, I'll see Richard Morgan.
Then look harder. See someone who loves your son with all her heart.
Love isn't always enough. Sometimes family loyalty has to come first.
Family loyalty shouldn't mean sacrificing your child's happiness.
Easy for you to say. Your father chose business over you too, didn't he?
He refused to come to the wedding, yes, so we have that in common.
We have nothing in common except our children's misguided romance.
Mrs. Thompson, I'm not asking you to forgive my father. I'm asking you to accept me.
Why should I? Give me one good reason.
Because Daniel chose me, and he chose you. He wants both of us in his life. He shouldn't have to choose. Then don't make him. Please, I promise I'll be a good daughter-in-law.
You could be perfect, and it still wouldn't change who your father is.
But it might change who we can all become together.
You're very optimistic for someone marrying into a family that resents you.
Hopeful, not optimistic. There's a difference.
Catherine, you need to talk sense into Sarah. This wedding cannot happen.
Richard, she's an adult. We can't control who she loves.
She's making a terrible mistake, and you're just standing by watching it happen.
What would you have me do? Lock her in her room? We're not living in the 19th century.
That Thompson boy is using her to get revenge on me. It's obvious.
Have you even met Daniel? Spoken to him once?
I don't need to meet him. I know exactly what he is.
You know what you assume he is. That's not the same thing.
Margaret Thompson raised him to hate me. He's probably been planning this for years.
Or maybe he just fell in love with our daughter because she's wonderful.
You're being naive. People like the Thompsons don't forget or forgive.
People like us, you mean? You're the one who can't let go of the past.
The past? I destroyed their business 20 years ago. That's not ancient history.
Exactly. 20 years. Sarah was a child. Daniel was barely a teenager.
Which means they grew up hearing about what I did, resenting me.
Sarah grew up barely knowing you were even in business. You never talked about it.
Because I wanted to protect her from that world.
And now you're dragging her into it by refusing to accept her choice.
If I go to that wedding, it legitimizes this disaster.
If you don't go, you lose your daughter forever. Is your pride worth that?
This isn't about pride. It's about protecting our family.
Our family includes Sarah, and soon it will include Daniel too.
Not if I can help it.
You can't help it, Richard. It's already happening. The question is whether you'll be part of it.
You expect me to just smile and celebrate while she marries the enemy's son.
I expect you to love your daughter more than you hate Margaret Thompson.
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
Actually, in this case, they are. You need to choose. Sarah, I'm Emily.
Daniel's sister. I thought we should meet before the wedding chaos begins.
Oh, yes, Daniel mentioned you. I'm so glad you reached out.
I wanted to talk to you honestly, sister to soon-to-be sister.
That sounds serious. Should I be worried?
Not worried, just prepared. Our family dynamics are intense right now.
Because of your mother? I know. I met with her last week.
How did that go? She hasn't said much about it.
About as well as you'd expect. She basically said she'll never accept me.
Mom's been carrying this grudge for 2 decades. It's become part of her identity.
Daniel says she wasn't always like this, that she used to be different.
She was. Before we lost everything, she was warm, optimistic, trusting.
And my father's actions changed a lot of things.
But Mom's choice to stay bitter, that's on her. Do you resent me too, for being Richard Morgan's daughter? Honestly, I did at first. When Daniel told me who you were, I was shocked.
And now?
Now I see how happy you make my brother. That matters more than old family feuds.
Thank you. That means more than you know.
But I need to warn you. Mom might come to the wedding, but she won't make it easy.
What do you mean?
She'll probably be cold, distant, maybe even hostile if she's feeling particularly hurt that day.
I can handle that. I'm more worried about my own father.
He's not coming at all?
No. He said he refuses to watch me make the biggest mistake of my life.
Wow, so both your parents are being difficult. That's rough.
At least Daniel and I have each other, and apparently I have you too.
You do. I'm choosing to believe in fresh starts and new beginnings.
We'll need all the support we can get.
You'll have it, but be patient with Mom. Her wounds run deep.
I will. I promise.
Mom, I found out you've been calling Sarah's workplace. You need to stop.
I have every right to speak with people who should know the truth.
The truth, you're spreading lies about her and her family.
They're not lies. I'm sharing facts about Richard Morgan's character.
You're sabotaging my relationship. That's what you're doing.
I'm trying to protect you from making a life-altering mistake.
By harassing my fiancé? By trying to get her fired?
I never tried to get her fired. I simply informed her colleagues about her father's business ethics.
That's the same thing, and you know it. You're trying to destroy her life.
Just like her father destroyed ours. Maybe she'll finally understand what that feels like.
You're punishing an innocent person for someone else's actions. Can't you hear yourself?
She's not innocent. She benefits from our suffering every single day.
She didn't choose her father. She didn't choose to be born into the Morgan family.
And you didn't choose to be born into a family that Richard Morgan destroyed.
Exactly. So why are we perpetuating this cycle? Where does it end?
It ends when the Morgans face consequences for what they did.
It's been 20 years. When will you have suffered enough revenge?
When your father's sacrifice means something. When justice is served.
Dad wouldn't want this. He'd want you to move on, to be happy.
Don't tell me what your father would want. He died heartbroken because of Richard Morgan.
He died of a heart attack. The doctor said it could have happened any time.
The stress killed him. The shame, the financial ruin, all of it.
And holding on to that is killing you now. Can't you see that?
I see my son betraying his father's memory by marrying the enemy's daughter.
I'm not betraying anyone. I'm trying to build a life with the woman I love.
Then you'll build it without my blessing.
If that's your choice, Mom, but it doesn't have to be this way.
Yes, it does. Some things are unforgivable.
Det, I came to ask you one more time. Please come to my wedding.
And my answer remains the same. I will not celebrate this mistake.
It's not a mistake. Daniel is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
You're blinded by infatuation. You can't see what he really is.
What is he, Dad? Tell me, what terrible thing has Daniel ever done to you?
He's Margaret Thompson's son. That's enough.
That's not an answer. That's prejudice.
Call it what you want. I won't support this union.
Do you even care about my happiness, or does your business rivalry matter more?
This isn't about business. It's about family loyalty and self-respect.
Self-respect? You mean pride. You're too proud to admit you might be wrong.
I'm not wrong. The Thompsons have hated us for decades.
And you've hated them. You created this situation, Dad. You.
I did what was necessary for our survival in a competitive market.
You destroyed their lives. You took everything from them.
Business is war, Sarah. There are winners and losers.
And now I'm supposed to pay for your victories? Lose the man I love because of your choices?
You're not losing anything. You're avoiding a disaster.
The only disaster is losing my father because he's too stubborn to see reason.
I see reason perfectly. You're the one being irrational.
I've spent my whole life trying to make you proud, to be the daughter you wanted.
Then prove it. Call off this wedding.
I can't. I won't. Daniel is my future.
Then you're choosing him over your family.
No, Dad. You're choosing your grudge over me.
Think very carefully about what you're doing, Sarah.
I have, and I'm getting married in 2 weeks, with or without you.
Jake, I don't know if I can do this anymore. The pressure is crushing me.
Talk to me. What's happening?
My mom called Sarah's boss. Sarah's dad won't speak to her. Everyone's miserable.
That's rough, man. But you knew it would be difficult going in.
I thought they'd eventually come around. I was naive.
Maybe, but you're also brave. You're standing up for what you believe in.
Am I, though? Or am I just being selfish? Maybe everyone else is right.
You don't really believe that. You love Sarah.
I do, more than anything. But is love enough when it tears families apart?
Sometimes families need to be shaken up. Old patterns need to break.
Easy to say when it's not your family falling apart.
True, but I've seen you two together. You're good for each other.
Sarah cried herself to sleep last night. Her father sent back all her wedding invitations unopened.
That's brutal. How's she handling it?
She's trying to be strong, but I can see it's destroying her, and I feel responsible.
You're not responsible for your parents' choices or hers. They're making their own decisions.
But we created this situation. If we'd never gotten together, none of this would be happening.
And you'd both be miserable without each other. Would that be better?
At least our families wouldn't hate us.
Your families don't hate you. They're scared, angry, stuck in the past. That's different.
My mom actually said she might not come to the wedding after all. She's bluffing. She won't miss her son's wedding. I'm not so sure anymore. This grudge runs deeper than I realized. Daniel, listen to me. You're doing the right thing. Love is always the right thing. Even when it hurts everyone involved? Especially then, because eventually the hurt will fade, but regret lasts forever. I hope you're right. I really do. 2 weeks from now, you'll be married to Sarah. Focus on that.
Mrs. Morgan, I'm surprised you wanted to meet with me. Please, call me Catherine. And I think this conversation is long overdue. I have nothing to say to any member of the Morgan family. Not even for the sake of our children. They're getting married regardless of how we feel. A fact that breaks my heart every single day. Mine too, if I'm being honest, but for different reasons. Your husband destroyed my family. You expect me to just forget that? No, I expect you to remember that our children had nothing to do with that. They're products of our choices, products of our families. They're also individuals with their own hearts, their own dreams. Pretty words, but reality is messier than that. Yes, it is, which is why I'm here, to discuss reality, not philosophy. What reality would that be? The reality that in 2 weeks, Sarah and Daniel will be family, legally bound. A reality I never wanted and never will accept. Margaret, I understand your pain. Truly, I do. How could you possibly understand? Your family prospered while mine suffered. My husband's business prospered. My family, we've been empty for years. What are you talking about? Richard's obsession with success cost us our marriage in every way that matters. I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? You have everything. I have money and status. I don't have love, connection, or real family. At least you have your home. We lost ours because of your husband. And I'd trade all of it for what you have, a son who still speaks to you with love. Daniel barely speaks to me now, not since this engagement. Because you're pushing him away, just like Richard pushed Sarah away. I'm protecting him from making a terrible mistake. You're protecting yourself from having to forgive. There's a difference. Some things are unforgivable. Maybe, but our children aren't among them. They're innocent in all this. How do I just let go of 20 years of pain? One day at a time, one choice at a time, starting with being at that wedding. And watch my son marry the daughter of my enemy? Watch your son marry the woman he loves, who also happens to love him. You make it sound so simple. It's not simple. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do, but the alternative is losing him. I've already lost so much: my husband, my business, my dignity. But you haven't lost Daniel, not yet, but you will if you continue down this path. What do you suggest I do? Show up, be present, give them your blessing, even if your heart isn't ready. Fake it, you mean. Start somewhere, even if it's not perfect, because perfection isn't possible here. And your husband? Will he be there? No, he's too stubborn, too proud, and he'll regret it for the rest of his life. Maybe he's right. Maybe we should both stay away. Or maybe we should both be better than our worst instincts, for them.